cheap trip, Dave Mason and more. Brought to you by Independence Blue Cross, U.S. Airways, and Philadelphia Eagles. For tickets, visit WFGK.com. Join the Catfish.
We just finished lunch, waiting for us to go see if the luggage arrived. Here's the port side. Oh, boy. Seaplane, Bill. Oh my God. Florida Highway Patrol. right there. The landing pads.
Look at the wind blowing that chopper around. house How about this one?
Oh, there you go. Oh, another accident.
You want this boat? There's one. Oh yeah, it's fun. It'd be like all condos and stuff, you know? Like people have all condos. Pizza, New York Deli. We have it open at all 24 hours a day. Unbelievable.
And this one, we went up at midnight. We got there late. Went up. And they had a buffet. I mean, I could not believe it.
We're heading out to sea. And we're on the 12th deck.
Guys, they do too.
And it's moving a little bit.
I didn't even get right out of that was at the casino trip.
Me too.
Or 8:30.
You can drink this drink and then we'll be done.
Huh?
If we finish this drink, go back to the
You gotta fight about your table position.
I know.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Dakota. Yeah, it is.
I bet you they make good peanut coladas. That's the real thing. World famous peanut coladas. Hollywood's here? Debbie's lost again. Does she look like she's lost or what? I'll tell you. Well, there's the boat. We're working our way back to the boat. They're having a party over there.
Let's get all four of our pictures taken. Down the background.
All right, I'm going to ask somebody to take
Yep. More following in on
Where'd they go? There's Bill sitting on a table. Girls are catching a little sun.
Got a towel on one side?
The ship next to us, the Ecstasy.
Okay.
Look at all the boats. Wow.
They do. They have really good fresh. Their bread's great, tight, great. They have stuff.
There you go.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. I can find Yeah, look at this side. Look, you can see the bushes.
A1A south and it burned.
That's why they had it stopped. That's why you couldn't get by here.
I'll put the window down, I'll blow you away.
Yeah. Can't close it. Jump the road.
What's today, Sunday?
Monday.
Monday, it's Monday.
The
Monday at 10:30, the 30th. Off the boat safe and heading south.
That's right.
Bill, before having souvenir drinks glasses?
Oh, God.
Probably, yeah.
You're worried about more souvenir drinks. Look out!
They're walking to Key West.
Damn, that's a walk across here. No, this is a little bridge.
I think it's past Marathon. Marathon's still about another 10 miles. Marathon's about an hour from Key West, a little bit, you know.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, Marathon is, yeah. We've been going.
Cool.
I figured we were an hour in Miami when we stopped at the place, right? From Miami. A half hour to the other. And we've been an hour and 15 minutes here, so. I got us at 2:45 to East. Everybody's going so slow.
Hey, check this guy's speed. What's your speed, sir? 0.
See? They just parked the cars.
Was he wasn't even there, was he?
No. That's the third one I've seen that the car's parked out near the, you know, the,
You just have to like totally.
Oh, look at the boats out there.
Think something else. 'Cause if
Right
you
off
go
the quay.
Yeah. Way out.
Maybe the-
That's a good trailer park. See, look, all sites $24. Jolly Roger.
What's that mean? All sites, $24 a night parking.
$24 at, yeah. For all sites. Doesn't matter what site. Dolphin Research Center.
Hip-hop, rock and roll, K97.
Hip-hop, rock and roll.
Time for some lunch at the 7 Mile Grill. Let's go inside, see what they say.
Never mind.
I haven't done one like that.
I put it before we left this morning. I put it in my pocketbook because today's the first day I was carrying my pocketbook on the ship. I didn't.
And the lunch special is fresh fish, dolphin, grilled, slightly blackened. We're going to see with a side of conch. Is that right, Charlene? Conch?
Yeah, like they conked somebody in the head.
You're going to conch them?
But there's a beach back in there. Right there's where the huts are and all. You can come off of that little beach there and swim back in there and all. It's wow. I think they got it all roped us in a rope and like for how far to swim out and stuff. So you can take a little picnic or you can do, you know, you can go walk around up on the bridges. People go out onto the bridge.
Oh, yeah? Well, we're driving into a storm.
Yeah, it looks that way.
That looks like a railroad bridge for sure.
Oh yeah, that was the railroad bridge, yeah.
Hurricane broke a piece out of it? Yeah. Good home site.
There's a home site here. Sold.
Money or something. I don't know.
Nice street.
They're neat houses.
Nice street.
Yeah.
What Wayne's isn't raised like, after Wayne's was built before they made the law that everything had to be raised. The business model. There's like for sale
What?
houses in
Sold.
Oh yeah, this one's for sale. Right here.
That's where Leslie used to live.
Where?
Right
Which
near
one?
the old house.
Yeah.
He's where Leslie so central.
They're right in front of Wade's house. I'm trying to remember which one it is. I know it's right down here on the left. Huh? There's one for sale. Look. That's a lot. Now, his is down a little further.
They're waving to us. You see him?
Was that?
Guy was waving.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at how close to the water. Here's one for sale right here.
That's gorgeous, Deb. That's why, you know.
Yeah, Wayne's not too much.
That's why now you have
They raise them up. They build them on stilts now, you know.
That's the law. Now you have to.
His is up now or what?
No, this isn't up.
641?
It says right there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he changed it. Okay.
Yeah, it used to be pinkish. Go down and around that little.
Just a typical little rainstorm.
Bill says it's clearing up. It has to be. It can't rain any freaking harder.
You're right. I don't know where it's slowing down.
Yeah, it's slowing down now.
Yeah.
You can see 30 yards in front of you now. See if we can see the sheriff's car. Zoom in on him.
Just about.
It's disappeared.
Yeah, he's there. He's gone. He don't have his lights on. Just brake light. Yeah, I guess they're taking on a little water tonight.
Won't be any forest fires. Oh, here we are, Key West. Look out for the moped. Boom.
This is the beach. Coming
Wow.
up.
Wow.
Up on this side.
Is this road close enough to the ocean? My God.
Yeah. I build another hotel, huh? Oh my. Coastal. What's it called? Cocoa Palms. No, not the Cocoa
And
Palms.
tiki bar.
And tiki bars are good.
There's a Benihanas.
Linda stayed out here when she stayed one time. Really?
Look at the view. Look at that sailboat out there, man. Big
Oh,
sailboat
yeah.
Key West.
is out there. Waiting.
That's the airport.
right there.
Key West Airport.
A little blink, you'll miss it.
Museum.
Here's the beach up here. See
Well,
the
she's
sea.
taxi driver's bill. And these cabs well, any of them will let her.
It's on you, mister. I'm already doing 40.
That's the guy that didn't have any nerve to keep driving when it was raining.
Yeah, now all
Had
of
to
a sudden,
pull over.
now he wants to drive 50
And
miles
haul
an hour.
ass in his Mustang.
But I'm saying, you know, yeah, now he wants to.
Go, go.
Everybody on the beaches.
Wow.
See it right up there's the beach.
Those boat shacks were really weird.
Yeah. I guess Costa Rica. Towels, lotion. Some people on the beach up in here.
Certain times of the year, though, it smells right when that's all we used to go because of the rooms and stuff. Such a big.
Ah. This should be our street here.
Should be.
Sun come out now.
Oh my God.
What?
All of them.
Coconut trees. Look at the coconuts.
Loaded with them. All of them. Wade still has his, right?
first time I came to Florida, I was an adult. And actually to see the oranges on a tree was just the most amazing thing I had ever seen in my life at that point. And I was an adult.
When Wade lived in Bradenton, right behind his house was an orange grove. And it just looked
It was just, look at it. It's just
Wade.
so... You have the key to the car? Jump the black.
Hello.
First point
Well, right there is the southernmost port.
Southernmost part of the United States. We are down here.
Is that post by the Victorian House?
You'll see when we walk down that street, there's actually a little marker, there's a marker thing there. You can stand around and take pictures.
Really? Oh, who brought you? Yeah? Oh, okay. So Maria brought you home, anybody else? Oh, okay. So anyway, enough about that. Tell me, all right, the next day, how was your master class? It was? Did you have a lot of fun for real? How about the ballet? Oh, how come? Oh, okay. Oh, really? Good. Did you all go out together? Oh, good. Then that worked out okay? Good. Now, did Nicole go with you? Okay, because she had wanted to. I knew that. But anyway, enough about her. So the ballet went really well. That's good. Everything going okay with the house? Yeah. And Dakota and Grammy? Yeah. Okay. Hi, Dakota. She said hi. Okay. She said hi so clear. So anything else new I should know about? No? I knew that if that was going to be the case.
Yeah, there's...
That's where we can get soda and all that crap. It's a little like general store. Did you see the little coffee maker with the coffee and the cups and all that?
I heard him say it.
Book, we would have probably been in.
This is Whitehead. We stayed on Whitehead. We could go down Whitehead and come back to the place coming
The Conch Republic.
Bro, you want a picture of us in front of it?
Yep, okay.
Take a picture of us? And then
Let's go take it.
Guy's out of his mind. $5,000. Is that electric? Must be an electric car. The trolley almost got me.
Places to drink and places to eat.
Yeah.
And I mean, and places to buy. You know. How you doing, huh?
Well,
I'm getting the film.
Get the coupon and get the film.
Now, where are we at? That right?
All the way back down.
you're on the rooftop.
Actually, we're not that way.
That right?
That's where we are.
Actually, we're right here.
We're on the rooftop.
No, actually, we're that way. See, there's the southernmost pond. That's red.
This is all Duval Street, on the southernmost down there, up to here. Island of Key West. There's a sailboat.
You know about it. You know about Oh, yeah, they got them in. Probably several.
That we don't have.
Sure, there's plenty.
Got the Sponge Man. Charlene, this size boat right here, that's what we sail.
That's what you run?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Carl, is that smaller?
Huh?
Is that smaller?
No, that's not smaller.
No?
That might even be a little bit bigger. See the cockpit? It's the same size. Like you can tell by the cockpit, windows in the hall.
What's he going to do with the fish? Keep it or throw it back in? It's not going.
Yeah, we lost it.
You caught something.
Yeah, we lost
Here
it.
comes another sailboat.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I'd like to personally thank all 9 of you. I'm up here at 25 knots to win, and that's it. Give it up! Here we go, deep breath. Man, I cannot believe it. Okay, what's your name again, buddy? What? David, stand up right where your butt is, on the ledge. Okay, when I say go, face me first. When I say go, put one right in his hand. Ready, go! Good. Ready, go! Good. Put a little more mustard on it, and go! Perfect. Pick up those 2 pins, put them back by my equipment, run for your life. Guys, for David! Man, I cannot believe this win. I'm gonna get one shot at this, you guys. So make the big noise when I'm done, or I'll follow you to your room and do the whole show again. Here we go, the high wire, the win, the gypsy, 5 balls. Take my word for it, man.
Human table is cool. My second trick I call the human pedestal. I also made this trick. All right. Now, when they say lift her in the air up to your chest, okay? All right. Everyone, if you're watching, I want you as loud as you can to scream, lift her, everyone. Lift her. Wow. Up to your chest. I'm kind of scared, so, okay? Yeah! Now that I have everyone's attention, I'd like to talk to you a minute about Amway. Don't drop me. Here we go. Heather, throw me a club. Maybe the wind. Give her a hand! All right, Heather, we got 2 more to go. All right. Yay! Club! Woo! All right. Okay, thank God I'm almost done. Everyone, if you're watching, I want you to say as loud as you can. 1, 2, 3, juggle. If you're from Kentucky, that's this many. Got it? Hurry up because you guys are about to drop me. Everyone. 1, 2, 3, juggle! Make some noise!
I know. I think she's got some food to buy somewhere. Where's Guy's singing back here. He's really good. It's a little Warren, isn't it?
I swear he looks like Little Warren.
I mean, Gladway.
No, we could have been.
Yeah, I gotta go see this. Good.
Oh, yeah.
Look at him, he is good. Oh man, he is good. Doesn't belong to James. Okay.
He probably said to her, no matter what, don't turn around.
You know what'd be a good one? A guy that took a dollar out while she was in that position.
I Music.
Silver paint, he's probably gonna paint her.
He didn't see that. Oh, that smells good.
This marina is incredibly beautiful.
What are your ancestors?
This is the Thompson Marina.
Yeah, Norbert Thompson.
I gotta lay claim to my part then.
Island City and served as its mayor.
You look a little like.
He was mayor of Key West, damn.
Yeah.
Until 1951 he died. Loved the Island City and served as mayor.
We're gonna get it.
No.
Why do you like it on me as much as on the hanger?
I'm gonna wait for breakfast.
Your cameraman.
Doing my pants and I thought it was raining.
The hog's breath. Billy T's with some of that.
You know I was from Portsmouth.
We were smoking a lot.
Right there.
Billboard.
Yeah, this is much better.
Is it on?
I'm like Carl.
I can't actually stop for a picture, but I will try to verify your point of interest as slowly and safely as the transit behind us will allow us to. And we do have such a Stacy, and I know it's real tempting to stand up and get your photos, but if I should suddenly have to break things, we need everyone squarely seated in their seats. No smoking on the conch train because this is public transportation, but you can eat or drink anything non-alcoholic as long as it isn't a paper or plastic container. Now, if you do have glass or cans, let us know, raise your hand, and you can get your paper cup, or at least hold on to it until we get into break. And rain warning. Every day there's a small percentage that will get a little bit of rain. And these little roofs that are over your head are really more for the sun than for anything else. If it does rain hard enough, it's going to blow through it from side to side and we'll end up getting wet. So if you don't want to take the chance of getting wet now, it's administration. Now they do offer 4 shows every day at 11, 1, 3, and 4:30. And they will let you pet a live shark. They pull it right out of the water for you. The yellow building on the right corner was the very first building on the naval base, and they still call it building number 1. It was completed in 1856 by the Army Corps of Engineers. And the Navy did not nearly as big a load, but they're still coming up with more from those 2 ships. Ahead of the train on the right, behind the green fence there, everything that's behind it was all part of the old naval base. But the military did end up selling about 43 acres back in 1986 to a real estate developer. Now it's all privately owned, and we know it as Truman Annex. And then ahead of the train at the right at the foot of Caroline Street there, those are the presidential gates. They were built in 1906, and they do only open them for U.S. presidents. They were first opened in 1912 for President Taft, but they've also been opened for Presidents Truman, Eisenhower, Kennedy. Most recently for Jimmy Carter, but most often for Harry Truman. Step back a little bit on the right, where the green tin roof is. That's our Key West Post Office. And it was designed by a local architect, Sonny McCoy. Made it kind of look like an old Martello Ford. Well, he was our mayor here back in the 1970s. But he's probably more famous locally because this man, he loved to water ski. And on a bet, he did water ski all the way to Cuba. And he managed to get himself into the Guinness Book of World Records doing it too.
Water ski to Cuba.
9 miles north. It's all the way up in Fort Canyon. The second house on the right, pretty Victorian home. It was the home of Francisco Marrero. Now, why this man was in a Cuban jail in the first place, I really don't know, but he did bribe his way out, made his way to Key West, married, they had 8 children, and that was a beautiful home. And he ended up becoming one of our most prominent cigar makers here in town. But when he died, his fortune was left to his wife. And word eventually got back to Havana that he died, and that he died a very wealthy man. Well, suddenly up surfaced a wife that he had forgotten to divorce before he ever left Havana, Cuba. And she did get a little curious about this fortune that she'd learned about, and she decided, and every little house had to have one. We just didn't have drinking water. Well, then in 1942, it was the Navy that decided, well, that system's not going to work for us anymore. They had a lot of families moving here at that time. So they're the ones that ended up connecting a pipeline to the mainland, which remains our source of water even today. Now, the other reason for the tin roofs, well, it was for fire protection. And with all these wooden homes, fire is definitely a constant threat even today. But tin roofs during a fire could easily prevent sparks from leaping from roof to roof, like they did in our worst fire in Key West history. That one was in 1886. The fire started at 2 a.m., and it burned for 12 hours, and a lot of our residents were driven out of their homes, into their boats, and right into the water. And that's basically where they stayed, helplessly watching their entire town burn right to the ground. For Cuba's fight for independence from Spain. Now, he would often come to Key West and give speeches to raise money and support for the Cuban Revolution. But he was also a poet and a journalist. And if you remember the song Juan Taramera, well, this is the gentleman that had originally written the poem that they recited within that song. Now, his monument's located in Bayview Park, and they did name it Bayview, by the way, because it used to be right on the water's edge of the original size of the island. But Bayview is our largest city park on the island. We do have war veteran memorials, bandstands, basketball, tennis courts, and softball fields. Softball's really big here. For such a small island, we do have quite a few teams. It's about 41 adult teams, 37 little league teams. And there's quite a waiting list to get on that little league team. Now, all this property in the 1890s, it was privately owned by one gentleman, and it was Eduardo Gatto, and he did have a house right in the middle of the park. But when the city purchased all of this property for use as Bayview Park, they decided they weren't going to have any use for his home, so they had to move it. Now, to move a house back then, well, first it had to be put on rollers, and then it was pulled by 2 mules. And it did take them about to put that mascot together as well, and it's a giant conch shell. Well, you really can't be on this island for too long without hearing the word conch. Well, it was the early settlers from the Bahamas. They were known as conchs. The houses they built in old town conch houses. But it's really a type of mollusk, and it lives in a shell. Looks a lot like a snail, and it is edible. We'll use it to make money. Conch fritters, conch chowder, conch salad, even conch steak. Now, the high school football team here, they're known as the Fighting Conchs. If you've ever tried to remove the meat out of a conch shell, I can definitely understand the meaning of that too. The drill team here, they're known as the Conchettes. If you were that concrete structure that extends right out to the Atlantic Ocean is not the unfinished road to Cuba, like some people have thought, but it's our White Street Fishing Pier, which is a real nice place to watch the sunrise or sunset. And at the foot of the pier is the Key West AIDS Memorial, dedicated in 1997. Now, during the Civil War, Key West was the only southern port to be occupied by the Union, and they did build us a couple of forts, one of which is right up here on the left side. It's the West Martello Tower. But unfortunately, well, this fort was obsolete before they ever had a chance to finish it, and that was due to the invention of the rifle cannon. You see, that cannon could easily penetrate its 2-foot-thick walls, so then the Navy decided they would make target practice out of it. That's why it looks like it took a little bit of a beating there. After that, they used it as a cattle pen, but today it is home for our Key West Garden Club. Well, this is Higgs Memorial Beach, which is a nice little family park. They do have playgrounds and tennis courts over here on the right side, and then sailboats, picnic facilities on the left. The artwork there was designed by a local artist, but he managed to get school children together during the summer, and they're the ones that painted it for him. Now, in the 1800s by the sea, and that is Henry's portrait that you see on the front of the hotel there. Now, it's made of imported German concrete. Inside, the ceilings are pretty high, made of black cypress, and trim work is in mahogany. I've entertained such guests as the Astors, Vanderbilts, many presidents. Leonard Bernstein loved to come here. In fact, he drafted out an idea for a ballet. He was going to name it Conktown. Never did finish it, but one of the songs that he did finish for it, he ended up using in West Side Story. You might remember that one as a Petticoat. I'll take a look at the subject. They're the prettiest Victorians on the island. I can find this one on a lot of the postcards and paintings here in town. It's an example of Queen Anne Victoria. And the current southernmost house, and it's only by 18 inches over this one because someone at some point in time added a deck on the back, but it's the head of the train on the left, and it's behind the tan wall, originally built in 1940 by Miss Thelma Strabel. And she wrote Reap the Wild Wind, which is a story about the wrecking industry here in Key West that later became a movie, and it starred John Wayne and Raymond Land. And then here we are at the southernmost point of the continental United States. Now at this point, well, you're only 90 miles from Cuba. And that means you're closer to Cuba than you are to the mainland of Florida. You're 85 miles farther south than Brownsville, Texas, and 375 miles farther south than Cairo, Egypt. Grew and hung on for quite a few years. But when it took off, it was in the 1870s, and that's when we had a lot of factory owners and workers flee from Cuba during their revolution, and they made their way to Key West. Now, eventually, they did provide us with about 1/3 of our workforce. By the 1890s, we had 160 factories here, and we were hand-rolling 100 million cigars annually. We were pretty well known for our cigars for an awfully long time. But we had quite a few problems. I mean, labor strikes were numerous, and a lot of financial hardships with the aftermath of the fires and hurricanes over the years. Then World War I came along. The cigarette was so popular after that one that their sales really took a major plunge. But the final straw, well, it was pretty much the Depression, and with that, we ended up having a lot of factories end up moving out of town. And then on the corner, the lighthouse keeper's quarters. Notice the two front doors. Well, it did take two families to keep this light going all the time. This was kind of an early duplex, but the families did have to share the parlor and the kitchen areas. And then behind the brick wall on the right, this is the Ernest Hemingway home. Now, the house itself was built in 1850 by a local shipping merchant, Asa Tiff. And they did plant a lot of these trees himself. He and his wife Pauline lived in Key West in the 1930s for almost 10 years. And he did write about 70% of his best work while on the island. The Snows of Kilimanjaro, A Farewell to Arms, and To Have or Have Not, just to name a few. And his studio is set up behind the house to look just the way he left it. And the two buildings are connected by a second-floor catwalk. Ernest did have about 50 cats himself. Now, a lot of them were the six-toe cats, polydactyl cats, so you will find a lot of those descendants on the property even today. At opening, we had a hurricane smack right into the Upper Keys, and it washed out 40 miles of Henry Flagler's Railroad. Well, he was going broke. He couldn't afford to rebuild. The town was devastated. They didn't know what was going to happen. They were now cut off from the rest of the world and had no way for their visitors to get here. Well, once again, it was the federal government that came to our rescue, and they're the ones that decided, we'll put a roadway right over the old railway bed. And they did complete the Overseas Highway in 1938. And that really did change life on the island forever. Now, slowly we did have it in, you'll see an example of an original Widow's Walk. It's quite a bit smaller than the one we just saw. Well, this one's never been restored. right up here on the left. Well, the street we've just turned on to is Simonton Street, and it's named after John Simonton, who was the first American owner of Key West. Now, he purchased Key West for only $2,000 from a gentleman by the name of Juan Pablo Salas, who was a Spanish Army officer that had received Key West as a gift from Spain for services rendered for them to start production again. And then on the left side is the showroom for Key West all the way forward to the Atlantic Ocean. On the far left corner will be Sloppy Joe's Barn. This was Ernest Hemingway's favorite place to go after a hard day fishing with his fishing buddy Joe Russell, who also happened to own the bar, by the way. But when we do pass over Green Street here, if you look to the right, you'll notice Captain Tony's Saloon. It's a yellow building, but that was the original location of Sloppy Joe's Barn. It was from 1933 to 1937. Now, given the years Hemingway lived here, he spent just as much time, if not more time, at that location than at the corner location. But what happened down the street? Well, Joe Russell ended up in a dispute with his landlord over a rent increase of about $1 a week, and he didn't want to pay him. So one night he moved, took his booze, his buddies, and his bar stools, all in that order, marched it down the street to the corner location, and that's where it's been ever since. Now, after his tragic death in 1961, his widow, two of them. If you look down the street on the right, you'll see a pale pink building. It's the La Concha Hotel. It opened in the 1920s. Now, this is our tallest building in Old Town, and it's really not that tall. It's only 7 stories tall, but we don't let buildings this height anymore. Not in Old Town anyway. But there's an observation deck toward the top that you should really try to go up to. Now, to get to it, go into the lobby up here. If you go in these doors, go back and then to the left. It's kind of behind the shops that are in the front, but that's where the elevator is located. The button says the top. It'll empty out right onto that deck, and it's a real nice panoramic view of the island and surrounding waters. Now, in 1947, the La Concha is where playwright Tennessee Williams basically lived for about a year, finishing a streetcar named Desire and working on a cat in a hot tin roof.
Wow.
Fast Buck Freddy's, fun little department store to run to. Right next to it, though, you'll find your Cheeseburger in Paradise. Now, this is Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville. They do have a gift store right next to it here. And then a few doors after that, the gold Spanish colonial front there, that's the San Carlos Institute, founded by a group of Cuban patriots in the 1870s when they needed a place to meet and conspire for their revolution. That's where the fire of 1886 began. Now, today it's a museum, and they've just become associated with the Smithsonian. And then ahead on the left is the Strand Theater. Notice the architecture at the top and how it kind of looks like a child's birthday cake. Well, this is an example of Rococo architecture, which is quite popular in Cuba. Now, today that's home to Ripley's, believe it or not. Now, down Southern Street, about another 3 blocks, is the entrance to the old submarine base that opened in the 1940s. And a lot of the businesses on Duval were really very dependent on the base just to survive. Well, then the Navy base was deactivated back in 1974, and 90% of these places ended up going bankrupt. And the area really started to look pretty much like a ghost. It does give them a helping hand to get things started again. Up at the next corner on the right will be Blue Heaven, which is some of the best food on the island. Very popular, very rustic, and by that we mean, yes, you'll have chicken on your plate. See, the pipe goes across the back of the house toward that middle of the yard, then it takes a downward turn. That shingled roof is the roof of the cistern. There is an ugly spout going into it, but it's just out of our sight. But it connects to the other side of the house where the other family lived. We also have an outdoor privy and a covered well and a pump house. Now, these quarters were built in 1887. Barbara never saw this house. In fact, in 1862, at the age of 82, after 32 years of service, well, this poor woman found herself dismissed from her job because she was suspected. Cigar factory workers in our island had row after row of these little homes. Gatoville had a lot of these. And when they were first built, you could walk in the front door and there was a parlor. Then 2 or 3 more rooms after that, all pushed off to one side so that the front and the back doors were lined up with each other, and that allowed the breezes to flow through easily. And in theory, yes, you could shoot a gun from the front door through to the back door, and the bullet would hit a station. And he encouraged everyone to clean their cisterns and privies and to go all over the island and get all the stagnant ponds and marshes that we had totally drained. Well, this seemed to work, so we do credit him with eradicating yellow. Original location of something, or perhaps the original structure. This is not the original location of our cemetery either. Now, this one has been here for about 150 years, but the original location, well, it was much closer to the southernmost point and to the lighthouse. But you know, the hurricane that destroyed the lighthouse in 1846, well, it also destroyed our cemetery. What happened is that all the graves were washed out to sea, and they weren't able to recover very many of them at all. We're talking a few on Duval Streets and a few more on Whitehead Streets, but that's basically it. So when they rebuilt it, they thought they'd better move it to higher ground. And our highest point on this island is only 18 feet above sea level. And once we get past this gate here, you'll notice a flag flying right in the middle of the cemetery, and that's where the monument's located for the USS Maine, and that's the ship that left from Key West, but it ended up exploded and then sunk in Havana Harbor, and it was that whole incident that set off the Spanish-American War. 27 of our sailors are buried there. The remaining sailors are up at Arlington, and the flagpole there is the mast of the ship itself. They do offer tours of the cemetery. They do that about twice a week. The sexton's office is only a block to the left of the Margaret Street entrance. And most of these graves are above ground because Key West is sitting on a coral rock base, and it is very difficult to dig into a lot of places around this island. We call it Cap Rock for the most part. Now, some of the epitaphs there are pretty interesting. We had Betty Roberts, who was a very well-known hypochondriac here in town. She wrote her own epitaph. You know what she put on it? She said, "See, I told you I was sick." Yeah, what a woman. And then was Thomas Romer, and all citizens could come.
Havana and return to Tampa.
The excursions to Havana.
We were the gateway to the Panama Canal, Cuba, Central, and South Savannah.
Man, what a...
Oh, we're on our way to Wade's house.
Got a little dark there.
All right.
Huh?
Got a little dark.
Oh, out of order.
Okay, let's go get...
There's Debbie putting on her final touches before we go. Bill's cooling the car down on this partly cloudy day. Can you believe it? It's gorgeous. Yeah. Homemade cakes for all occasions. Baking by Henrietta. We're stopping here for a key lime pie. Bahama Mama's Kitchen, Bahamian Seafoods.
Smell that, Carl?
Wow. Beautiful. Is this Henrietta?
Yeah.
Afternoon, Henrietta.
Paper too today?
Hi.
Hi.
I read that paper today, so that's why I came here for the...
Oh, yeah?
Make sure you put it back in the...
Yeah.
Oh my God, look how high it is.
I know, she finished up.
Wow. Gotta get some tape on one of those electric cars.
Yeah, there they are.
$100 a day.
For that one.
For two-seater.
Two-seater, That's a four-seater. That's a two-seater. That's a four-seater.
Ford Lincoln Mercury, Key West. Duncan Ford.
And there's a Chrysler Dodge right next to. They're little, but they're they're villages.
We can come in this way.
The opposite side. Left onto the island. This is the right.
Oh, this is still in the middle of the island.
Well, you're on the outer side. You're on the opposite side. Where we went now. This is the deep side. I can. You'll see a lot of the boats.
Yeah, I think
You'll see a lot of the.
the whole bunch of people, right?
And I was wearing bathing suit too. I mean, yeah.
We stayed to the right side, right?
I think so.
Yeah, it's down this way.
You'll know, it's not too far down if it's not. It's
This
on the
year,
other side.
38 deer deaths.
That says refuge headquarters that way. Huh?
Blue Hole Observation Pool Entrance. Let's see what's in the Blue Hole. Observation deck.
There he is, Bob.
There once was a gator named Alec who lived in a place called Blue Hole. Some people fed him while others they swam, but most of the water was his dinner bowl. So Alec grew braver with each passing week and no longer called his visitors sir. He mistook a young miss for his usual fish, and one morning before breakfast, Alec ate her.
Something about him or something. We moved him out of here. Is that right? To Rambunctious? They put him up the other way.
What's that, Deb?
Looks like that turtle.
For you too,
Looks like that turtle there is.
I think the way they just lay there and it's like
Alligator there. He's got a big chunk out of his butt there.
Where'd the turtle go?
He's
right there.
He wants
Over
to
there
get it.
swimming.
And he'll get it, you know? Takes it easy.
How
I
about
wish he would
that?
do something.
Look,
I'll tell you what, if he moved, do you know how quick I'd be right over there?
Usually he's ready to move pretty fast.
Yeah.
It's amazing though. He stays right near where people can see him.
Wait,
That's
somebody
something? No,
wants
I mean,
somebody to
right
feed
down.
him or something? You're not supposed to, huh?
What?
Feed him.
No. He's got fish and all in that water. You kidding? He's going to eat. He goes after turtles.
Look at that
fish.
face.
There's all kinds of stuff in that water. Wish he'd move.
Me too.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
swim or something. Look at the fish behind him.
Oh
In the
my
water.
God, look at how big that is for a fish. You tell-
What is that, Bill?
Well, no, he ain't even worried though, is he? That fish ain't even worried. Look. There's the little fish in there, but this is a big size one coming over here too.
Look it, look it, look it, look it.
Here he goes. There he goes. He's moving. He's moving.
Do they have to come
He could, but I doubt if he wants to. I think it's pretty banked here.
I wonder why you move like that if you saw something.
You didn't bring the other camera out here, did you? I'll go back and get it.
No, I'm not coming back. We saw it. We saw it
Yeah.
move. Unbelievable.
He ain't even worried about that gator, either. That fish.
No. Look at his eyes. They're so regular.
Any more of them around?
I've seen a snake here. There's a turtle.
Oh yeah.
Right on top of the water. Now that's what they eat. See, they eat the turtles. They eat the... There you go. Nice sized turtle.
You picking that up?
He might come in.
See, his head's altogether different from the
What?
other one.
He moved up.
I don't know. It's almost like he saw something.
Yeah.
Something big out there just went down. Is that ripple?
Yeah, probably a big fish. There's a lot of big fish and stuff in there. Turtles. A lot of big turtles. He's not even as big as some of the ones you'll see. Like turtle. Yeah, he's getting closer, Carl. Get a better look at him pretty soon. Look, he's getting closer. I wouldn't get too close, buddy. There's a log over there waiting for you.
You know, it'd be really gross if the bat decided he was hungry right
Yeah,
now.
he is, though. I don't think he's hungry. Probably eats plenty, you know? I mean, he's...
Yeah.
What's that called? Staircase to Heaven?
The song, Stairway.
Somebody built that, right? They were going to build a house? Or...
You need your bag, Carl?
Yeah.
Are you going to be changed? What?
He's changed this a lot. He's made this a lot nicer out. You know what? Look at this coconut tree. We had a big tree here. You know that? Yeah, a great big palm tree.
Huh.
She thought it was 15 feet off the road, I think. 15 feet down.
I don't remember going down that far. Come here, Bubba. You got so big. Yes, you did.
See the goldfish, Dad?
He was a lot whiter, wasn't he, when he was a puppy? Bubba, wasn't he a lot whiter when he was a puppy?
Yeah. Got shaved too. All his hair's gone. Well, most of it. He started coming back. See, these fish are like, they're like the rest of
Okay,
the
we're all new people, I know.
One of them committed suicide the other day.
Jumped.
Jumped the fuck out.
They do, they jump. They jump, yeah.
Got all excited because he thought I was going to feed him like we're doing now. Jumped right out of the pond.
We're on Little Torch Key.
We're in Newfound Harbor. This is called a harbor.
This is Newfound Harbor.
The ocean's straight out that way, right?
Yeah. Well, these are all little islands. That's the only thing that separates us and the ocean.
Right on the other side of them islands.
See, those where those houses are over there? That's Big Pine Key.
Right.
That's Big Pine Key across there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they all run like this, straight across.
Right.
So each time
Okay.
you... But straight out there is the
ocean.
The reef. It's only 3 miles offshore.
The reef is...
The reef follows all the keys, all the way up the mainland.
Yep, it's only 3 miles offshore here.
That's why you can't go surfing in Key West.
That's right. There ain't no goddamn waves.
No, you're not going to get them. Not with that reef.
Can you go with a boat in between each one of those little islands?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? It's deep enough to go between them.
Uh-huh.
Well, what's the name of the ground you're on?
This is Ramrod.
Ramrod.
Yeah.
Ramrod Key.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's Big Pine Key. Look at that.
That's Little George.
Let's see.
No.
They got all the bushes out there. This way,
What do you think, Carl? How about a little place like this?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
It's nice. He's redone it nice, though. Because, see, last time I was here was before the hurricane hit that I'd been to his house. You know? And when that hurricane took all this out, when they redid it, they redid a lot.
Made this patio bigger?
Well, he took out all the grass and stuff back here. They made this is all bigger. The dock was bigger, you know, here, a lot more.
Uh-huh.
So he's got nothing, you know, and he landscaped a lot here. You know, yeah? Yeah, I don't know why.
And way right over there is A1A. There's the highway. Nobody on it. Oops.
Huh? Look at the waterfront he's got. No, Carl.
Huh?
The waterfront he's got. Compared to some of that, you saw those little canals and all. Look at his waterfront.
What?
Hey, Carl. Look at this.
Baby coconuts?
This is a coconut tree start. Look at it. Look at there's the coconut.
That's how they start.
There's your,
It grows out of a coconut.
Yeah. That's the seed.
Like an acorn.
yeah, there it is. And it comes right up in it.
I had no idea that the coconuts are actually seeds to grow
Yeah.
trees.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And they germinate. It takes like humidity and
You
heat.
got some in your pot right here.
Oh, those are ponytails.
I'll be darned. I always thought like the coconut was like some kind of fruit off of the tree.
Well, we had a. They
Yeah.
are.
Oh, it is.
But
Yeah.
that's what starts this new plant. But see, we had a poinsettia, and John planted it out here. Now we've got these fucking points.
They're not pansies. What are they, begonias, Debbie? Those are begonias. Right, Wade?
Wild too. Those are
The white flower?
periwinkles.
Periwinkles?
They seed themselves a little wild all over the place.
See, those crazy people in New Jersey, every year they go out and they buy flats of this stuff and replant it.
Well, they look like begonias.
Yeah, they do.
And they replant it.
Every year.
These will turn into.
Hanging from the trees. That's where I already did it.
Oh, you did?
She went out and
Went to
looked
the-
at herself, and I told her when she came back, I said, oh, I didn't tell you there's snakes hanging in those trees.
Did you see any snakes?
No. But I mean, I didn't
seen it
know.
in the car, I didn't
I
see
wouldn't have
nothing.
gotten out of the car if I'd have thought that.
Did you look for any snakes?
No.
We have a lot of black snakes here.
Do you? Poisonous?
No. They eat the poisonous snakes. Right.
Yeah, they're not bad. They won't hurt.
They're good snakes.
They won't hurt you. They're afraid of you. What do you think?
Bubba,
Things that little.
Bubba.
No matter how long you think he is, he's still afraid of you. You're gonna step on him.
I
You
know.
don't want you to
I'm
step
gonna take
on
Bubba
him.
They
home.
haul ass when they see
Yeah,
you
yeah,
coming.
that's right.
Cute dog.
Oh,
That's a Polynesian something?
Pomeranian.
Pomeranian.
Pomeranian?
His fur feels like...
Do they? Or I wonder if they're an easy training dog.
Yeah, he takes a lot of care though, Dad.
Really?
You gotta brush him every day.
Yeah, because they shaved him. Because
okay.
I think his hair's bigger than that. It's really mad.
Because he looks. Look, he wants me to pet him.
there
Put
you
his-
go.
he
He
put
likes
his nose up
everybody.
in
Look
my
at him. Look at him. He likes everybody.
He don't know what you're really like.
I know. That's what I was just thinking. And you got me on video.
Poor baby
Little
doll.
Danielle sees it. You touched an animal?
Yeah, buddy.
But he is cute.
Yes, he is.
He was so little when we came down before. He was like would fit in my hand. It's a little cotton ball. And he had this little puff head. He died. He was a silly dog. He was real skittish.
He's got the other dog now. He's got it down that area before. You got to keep moving further south.
What's that little puppy's name, Mom?
No, I don't even know. But he likes me. I have no idea. Danielle, he says hi.
He's ready, isn't he?
Cute.
I'll show you that.
He sees you through in the camera, Carl, I guess.
Yeah.
There he goes. Oh, oh, oh.
Jump. 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 Get him.
Go get him. Go get him.
There's a boat way out there, Bill.
Carl, we're in Florida. There's boats everywhere. Listen, what is he doing?
Growling at him.
What?
You see that camera, huh? You growling at him? Huh? You see that camera? Roar.
Everybody at home probably thought we got murdered.
No, they probably did.
Rain,
Yep.
bad weather.
Because every time I put
We
the
really had very good weather.
We
because
did.
we really, that was really good that it was like that, because that was the good weather.
Yes.
That was what kept it cooler and
Yeah.
kept it,
When I
you know,
saw
kept
how-
those, all those fronts kept it cooler around the area.
When I saw how hot it was today,
Yes,
is
it kept
when
it
I
cooler.
realized,
It kept it cooler.
yes.
That shows you how the weather can get here. When it was bright this afternoon.
Yeah, it's a reminder of what it really is like.
I am not picking you up, no. Look. No. 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 You're just a baby, huh? And you want people to hold you all the time. Well, they can't do it. They can't do it. Chase me. Chase me. Uh-oh. Oh, she's telling stories. Quit telling stories.
I've never been there. I've never been there, and I heard, now you've
Same thing, you wear flip-flops, tank tops, and everybody, nice restaurant. Put these on.
Oh,
These are leather. They're rubber, but they're leather. Yeah, that's how they wear them. Well, that's what they walk. Because anybody's gonna walk up here from there, why not flip-flop? Because your feet's gonna hurt in the back blisters. And something Bay Trading. Chittum. G Chittum.
Oh, maybe.
That's where it was.
Mhm.
Chittum.
Yeah, I brought my bag, but I didn't bring a jacket. Sounds like an ice cream truck.
Bubba got fed twice tonight.
And he's still begging.
He asked me if the cats got.
Or 2 channels, or whatever the heck you call it.
$7.15.
I gotta be real careful. I don't burn the lobster.
I won't complain.
Yeah, I'm sure you won't.
My skin is so dry. Oh.
Is it raining a little, maybe?
A little spot, yep.
Or is that just a little splash?
Okay?
Fine.
Yeah.
Very nice. How's that look, Bill?
She doesn't even have the service
Damn.
stuff.
You like this? You want one?
Your trash can, let me know, I'm gonna dump this water. I should have went to bed.
You call the airport.
The Boulevard Hotel. That's where we just had dinner. At Scandal. Wet Willie's. There goes the Majesty of the Seas, sailing out of Miami. Heading back to the next group of people to the Bahamas. That's the ship we were on a week ago. There's Debbie, Bill, and Charlene headed up the beach. What do they got? Warnings up? Jellyfish and rip currents. Yeah.
How many times are we going to run into
That ship?
Yeah, there he goes. As I said, he's heading down.
Didn't it start out at 5? When did that sail from? Didn't get very far.
5:15.
Big beach, huh?
He might not love one time.
Is that where the bouncers were with the guns?
They're going down to one of the men's clubs, I think. And I think they're now. That's what I think they're going to.
Cruising prohibited when light is flashing.
Unreal tattoo.
Huh?
Girls ready? You were going the other day. Probably got time for a tattoo.
That's a little lobster. Mile marker 89. Treasure Village. That's a key lime tart.
Butter.
Chocolate and peanut butter tart.
Well, let's stop.
You want to go to the You know why? Because I've been able to walk around here all day. I'm getting hungry.